Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of your daily dose. We are just going into jump into some of this. Hopefully, Cephalon doesn't kick me out. Thank you very much, sir. Please don't kick me out. Maybe we'll get lucky. It has been a very long time since we've actually gotten a mythic drop, so it'd be great to get one in a video, of course. I think he's just sticking around to make sure that if anyone does kill me, he's gonna snag it, which is absolutely okay. Hopefully all well. It is of course arms race day today, so if you've been preparing for that, that is probably going to be a good thing from what I can see. I have gone through on most of the accounts and got them to either 500 troops or very close. Cool. What do we get? We didn't get anything. Actually, no, we did. We got a legendary. What do we get? Oh, we got a mythic. Get out of here, game. Yes, let's go. We got a mythic claw. Who would have thought that was going to happen? Beast Realm is up, of course, which the Beast raid. So we need to do that at the end of the video. But let's just talk quickly about the event itself. Now, of course, for those that are new and visiting the channel and you've not done arms races before, maybe check out some previous videos where I cover that in depth. It's always going to have arms race in the title, so don't be afraid. Check some of those ones out. But I think we can skip most of the explanation and just check out the actual shop itself. So the biggest change that I saw out of everything was the introduction to Generation 3 charms. There doesn't appear to be anything else additionally added, which is, it's fine. You know, it is what it is. Obviously not Generation 3 Mythic Heroes. There were a lot of places, why did I say that? A lot of players were thinking that they could get the Gen 3s, but that won't happen because we haven't had a Gen 3 limited heroes yet. And of course, let's be honest, Celebrate Festival is the exception to the rule because you're spending money, whereas you're not really spending money to get the Gen 3s this time around, if you're smart anyway. But Mythic Charms, two of them that are up. So as you all know by now, you need to activate these by having two of the generation heroes for them that corresponds. So that is going to be Old Mate, Puppet Chu, and of course Zhang Fei. This combination is a little bit interesting. It's an AoE combination, and as much as I would say build it if you are running this nation, and I certainly probably, well, I say I certainly, but the truth is I may or may not get this one for the Yawning Way account. The reason being is the damage increase, which is nice. I mean, we all need a bit of a damage buff. Interesting though, whenever the target loses 10% of HP, damage is increased by 4%. So this is kind of a combo charm that you would maybe want to have slot 1 in order for that to proc for the duration of the fight. I don't know how it would work on a resurrected target. Once defeated, I assume that the debuff goes away. Let's see if there's anything that... Is there any symbols on it? There isn't any marks or symbols on the target, which is interesting because normally you would see it as a mark. Perhaps somebody can clarify that if they run it. But interestingly enough, you do get 15% damage bonus, which will work quite nicely in any circumstance because, of course, damage bonus is pretty good. Thunder, attack, HP, inscribed talent, so it's attack, HP. Pretty stock standard. I would say at the top end, though, 30% increase, 8% additional damage done to that target. That's interesting. Okay, alright. Well, it's certainly something that players would probably look to build if they have that corresponding nation. Would I get out of my way to do it? Maybe not. I believe that there are some better generation charms coming out. But if you do have the spare index score and, of course, the merit badges, you need 270 of them, gold merit badges. Keep that in mind. You may, in fact, go ahead and build that. If you want to see me build that, let me know in the comment section down below. If there's enough likes for that comment, or of course on Facebook, I will invest in it on Yawning Ways account. I will do that for the viewers if they want to see that. I'm happy to do so. But this one here is probably where I would land on as being a better one, mainly because there's a 35% chance to reduce the target's rage. And then on top of that, there's also a 70% chance to reduce the target with the highest rage by a further 2. Essentially, this is a combination of Demon's Roar and Ground Spike. So, two of my favorites early game, well, yeah, early to mid game, I would say my favorite out of both of them would probably be still Ground Spike, but Demon's Roar does pretty good as well. The AoE rage reduction. This is kind of a combination between the two of them. And of course, there is a damage reduction bonus to your team. Very, very, very much a Woo specialty is the damage reduction. So sadly, we didn't get the damage buff on this one. Otherwise, it probably would be a little bit overpowered. Actually, now that I think about it, it really would be. Being able to nerf people's rage is pretty OP, and it does hit 3. So it's kind of I mean, it still hits 3. I'll give you that. I mean, it's almost in par with Moonlight Dance or Moon Dance, whatever you want to call it, the fan one with the science ability. It's pretty good. I reckon that's probably what I would vote as a potential if you are, of course, got the corresponding nations. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you want me to build the other one? Actually, what is it called? Let me get specific. Tiger Power Charm. Do you want me to build Tiger Power Charm? Do you want me to showcase that out under Yawning Way? Of course, if you are interested in buying and building Zaya's Charm, you can do so with this box. If you manage to miss out a little bit on the Annihilation event, this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and build either of those weapons. I would focus on the sword first and then Zaya's Charm. His source is more offensive, and Zaya's Charm is more defensive, and of course, Resurrection. Is there anything else? Truly, I don't think they've added too much. Pretty stock standard. Of course, they've got these stones. Personally, I would say these stones are a brilliant investment if you are trying to level up your first mythic offensive relic. It is very, very expensive. So I certainly am going to have to grab some of these ones. Likewise, Ascension Stones are a pain in the ass to get. Advanced Scrolls are starting to come a little bit harder and harder, so I have been thinking about investing there. For those that are early within their tactics upgrades, this epic book is going to be a lifesaver. Trust me when I say you're going to need a bucket load until you get to the legendary ones, and then you're going to need to grind for those ones every single day. But essentially speaking, it's all pretty stock standard. If you're thinking about it from a what should you buy, I pretty much always just get training pills with the bronze tokens, and then from then I probably just go with the accessory stones because let's be honest, that's pretty much where we're at within this game. Early game, that will change a little bit. You should go with your heroes, you should go with your weapons, and of course your equipment until you have them all decked out to a reasonable level, and then you can focus on the other ones. Gold sale, pretty much stock standard. Everybody knows the drill. 5k, 50 flags. Don't argue, just do it. That's pretty much what everyone needs to do every single time Arms Race rolls around. Thankfully, the weekend events are giving you lots of free gold, and of course, the everyday login bonus is giving you free gold in the Arms Race menu. And I would say that this is a pretty much a must buy. For those that are wondering, the last 8 heroes from, I believe this is Yan Shu, Zhan Yu. How do I say that with the right syllables in a Chinese dialect? I have no idea. Anyway, Lu Bu, Lu Bu, good old Lu, and all the way over there. He pretty much can only be getting or got from this chest. So before this, we could only rely on paper charms, and that was very expensive in the transformation event. I don't regret buying them through the paper charms because that was the only way truly to get them. So now they've expanded that, I expect to see a lot of players just absolutely go ham and buy as many of these just to push them out. Spiral alert, Mythics will be out eventually. I don't know what generation they'll be released, but Mythic Karmas will eventually be released, and Generation 4 will come about with a cooking event. We may not see the exact transition into a cooking event, it may be something very similar to that, but that will include Star Karma rebate as well. It's things to look forward to, at least. Now, a lot of players will probably already know about it, but the quicker that you do get on the leaderboard, the quicker that you will be able to rank up. Cross server is in 2 days' time. You only have 1 day and 7 hours remaining. Make sure you're doing your daily tasks. If you're a free to play, it is vital that you go and do these every time they pop up. so that you get on the leaderboard. The rewards haven't changed one bit. As far as I can tell, pretty stock standard, 15 ranks, cross server, same thing, 15 ranks. Would I push cross server? It's 2,000 troops, so it's a couple $100. And to be honest, the nether feathers don't go a long way. It is a very, very expensive investment. Personally, I think this event is for you to upgrade to at least generation or G7 wings before you go and invest in anything else. Now, of course, it's your game. Play it the way you like. You're going to need 3 shards in order to create 1 full Thunderfire Feather. And as you progress throughout the game, you're going to realize you need a couple every tier. So it does actually become quite expensive and a little bit drawn out. So I can completely empathize with everybody that wants to play around. Solar Flare for this account is going to be at least another 2 arms races. I think 2 arms races because I'm not even at stage 1 yet. So I need to get to stage 1. So that'll be this arms race. And then next arm race, I need to get to another. Oh, am I at tier 1? Am I? No, tier 2. Yes, I do. I still need to go. I'm thinking, no, PB. You still need to get one more stage. And then, of course, you unlock Solar Ray, which looks pretty cool. Not going to lie. That's probably what we will go for on Yawning Way, unless people want to see that combo charm in action. And from then, it just gets more outrageously expensive. As you can probably tell, you still need all the Thunderfire feathers. Keep going until you finally need this one. So for me, I mean, it's just a long-term goal. Hopefully for the players at home, let me know in the comment section down below, did you manage to get your wings this time? What wings you're on? A lot of players are going to ask me, should I get these merits? Look, the honest truth is wings are going to give you the highest percentage increase because they continually give you percentage bonuses as you progress throughout the game. Arguably speaking, combo charms are very, very nice, but you should only be focusing on the mythic ones at this point. Everything else pretty much is achievable for free, so just keep that in mind. Last but not least, I would maybe make a courtesy recommendation here. If you're very, very close to getting that Generation 5 to 7 star, this isn't a terrible investment. I mean, it's pretty much an opportunity, a guaranteed 40 shards for 8k gold. For those that don't like gambling on the limited time heroes events, it's a bit of a given. Okay, so just be mindful though that it is, it's still expensive and it is only 40 shards. So if that helps you a little bit, maybe that'll get you across the line. All right. So next, let us go ahead and do some of our beasts. So we're going to go with you. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, where is it? Come here, beasts. Equipment. You always have to unlock this thing. Yeah, you always have to unlock this. For those that don't know, when you get to legendary, this is pretty much the stock standard. So if you're like, hold on a second, where did it float around? Why can't I use it as food? You need to go in there and click that little hidey button, and then you should be able to locate it. Of course, you can just regress this and you can get other items out of it, but I just stick it straight in there. It's already like level 100 anyway, so let's enhance you. Go there, click on my thingy, and then hit the enhance button. Yeah, very cool. And of course, quick enhance is not too bad either. How far did we get? I feel like we got like 1,000,000,000 power. I feel like we got like 1,000,000,000 power. I have to have a look at the beginning of this video, but that was pretty cool. Thank you, Seth, for passing that up. You're probably gonna watch this and go, "What? What did I do?" Just out of curiosity, I'm actually going to be saving up as many box chances that I get every month on both accounts. Um, and then I'm going to do a big pull and see whether or not we actually hit any of the jackpots. Mainly because I feel like the only jackpot I've ever seen is the gold one and the outfit one. So it'll be interesting to see just if we can manage to pull out one of those shard boxes. That would be pretty cool as well. For those that want to stick around, we're just going to go in and do some PvP. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one. It's Lou. It's old mate Papa Lou. So how are we going to run this? We are going to run it like this. Nope. So I want you there. I'm going to run it like that. Probably like this. That makes sense. I mean, I could run, I could run you. Let's run you. Yeah. We'll run you for the damage bonus. We'll see how we go with that, and we'll swap it out. Now, obviously, there's always RNG involved in all these fights. Like I noticed if you don't crit, it's huge. And unfortunately for other nations, I mean, that could be a little bit of a hindrance. I know on Yawning Way I don't crit as much as I do on this account, mainly because all of Warlord basically is geared to crit. So just keep that in mind. We do have quite a lot of crit and evasion, which is great. But if you don't crit, you notice. Like, I don't know about you all, but the crit damage that I get is way, way better than when I don't crit. And the numbers seem to go up and down. I don't really know. I haven't got it to an exact science yet. Unfortunately, we can't test anything because we don't have a test server, and that kind of sucks. But from my understanding, if you want to maximize DPS, the rule of thumb is to run two back to back enhancements. When I say enhancements, you want to run the charms that give damage bonus in your first two slots. And then, of course, you want to position your main DPSs in the back row so that they acquire. And I didn't get resurrected, did I? No, I didn't. Ah, man, Zai's charm, you let me down. Come on. And then you run the ones in the back row so that Heaven's Dragon gives you the buff round one. We'll go a couple more. How far do we get? Fifth? We can do a bit better than that, can't we? We can do a little bit better than that. These guys, though, just for a point of reference, some of these guys are in the hundreds of billions range. So we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. Anyway, so if you're going to run a Warlord team, what I would recommend is running Jia. Jeju. So if you really want to maximize your damage and you have the patience to do so, basically run Zia for the 30% damage increase buff at slot 2. You want Dao Chan for the crit resistance. I would probably rotate out Motochika if you are running him because he doesn't do anything. Your main protagonist, you could go with another Jia. I don't. I feel like budding UG would be better in a lot of regards as well because of that additional layer of damage. But ultimately speaking, you pretty much just want to have the maximum damage range. I'll show you in a second. I got my Bat Boy hidden away. I think he might even be level 100. I can't remember. I know I've played around with it a little bit more, but if you're looking to maximize damage, obviously play with the heroes that are going to give you a damage bonus or do something for your team. So crit resistance off Dao Chan. Bat Boy will give you a damage buff. Ooh, did we get resurrected? No, we didn't. Still didn't get it. Man, Zai's Charm's only got 20%, so it kind of sucks, but uh, how we go. We didn't really change our rank there. Do we get a little bit more damage? I don't know. It felt like pretty stock standard. This will be only for the warlords. Everybody else will probably be like, we don't run that, so it's okay. But this guy here, Bat Boy, I wonder if I can see him. Where is he? Let me go into here. If anyone's running or wondering, this is how you maximize your DPS. So oh, he's even at stage 4. Why did I get you to stage 4? Maybe I thought about this for a while and I was doing it subconsciously. I was doing this, but his ability, where is it? Info, growth, not info. So his ability gives increase all allies damage 30% and crit by 30%. So this guy is literally, he's like, you want to run this guy. If you are looking to maximize your damage in PvE, he's the one for you. It is a little bit fiddly on this team at the moment. I mean, granted, he's probably better in some regards than even Motochika is. He has sort of fallen off for this team. I'm not going to lie. I love my samurai guy, but he kind of just doesn't do it like he used to. He still has some pretty good stun and silence potential. I should say silence, not stun, which is pretty much why I keep him around for the PvP aspect. But raw damage, you can't really get past this guy. He poisons everyone, and he does a damage bonus as well. But I'm not that fussed about Demon's Raid because I always get within the top 5, so I'm not really trying to push. But for those that are, of course, new to Warlord, that's a little bit of a tip. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. Let us know in the comment section what you think about Arms Race. Are you building the new charms? Are you saving? Did you manage to grab any wing sets? And of course, what would you like to see in the next video? Would you like me to build those charms? Which I think we could probably do on Yawning Ways account. I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll leave it there. Lots of questions to answer. If I'm gonna bet anything though, I will say this. Would I reckon it's gonna be Celebrate Festival. It's gonna be Limited Time Heroes, Billionaire, or Celebrate Festival. It's gonna be one of those three. Let me know what you think the next event will be, and I'll see you all there.